What's up, guys, and welcome back to Rising Thrills, your #1 source for Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Maryland roller coaster content. And welcome back to day 23 of daily roller coaster reviews. In this video, I'll be reviewing Jersey Devil at Six Flags Great Adventure. In 2019, Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson Township, New Jersey, announced the Jersey Devil coaster, which is a Rocky Mountain Constructions Raptor Track coaster. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, they were not able to open it until 2021. Jersey Devil has a length of 3,000 feet, a height of 130 feet, a top speed of 58 miles per hour. Jersey Devil has 4 trains with 12 riders per car. Riders are oriented in single file in each train. Jersey Devil starts out with you coming right out of the station and start ascending the lift hill. Jersey Devil has a station that the trains do not stop moving. So if you do need them to stop the trains, you could ask them to do that. But it's a continuously moving station so that it can get a higher capacity. Once you get to the top, you go down the drop. And then after you go down the drop, then you go through a Immelman. After you go through the Immelman, then you go through an airtime hill. After you go through the airtime hill, then you go through a 0G stall. After you go through that 0G stall, then you come up into a high turnaround. After you drop off of the high turnaround, then you go through a 0G roll. After you go through the 0G roll, then you go through another a mid-course brake run. After you go through the mid-course brake run, then you go through a little low turnaround. After you go through the low turnaround, then you go through a airtime hill that banks to the left, and an airtime hill that banks to the right. And then after you go through another smaller airtime hill, then you come up into the brake run. Once you get into the brake run, then you turn to the left, and then you pull into the station. So let's ride. Of course, it's a fairly long ride, actually. It has a lot of good elements. Obviously, it's focused on inversions, and then towards the end, you have multiple airtime hills after another. Obviously, I like the multiple airtime hills after another, but if I were to change this ride in any way, I'd say have an airtime hill in between each inversions. But I still think it's fun to have the airtime hills after another, one after another after another. I still think that is a fun way to do it. But of course, no ride is perfect, but this ride, it is a little rough. I've only had one ride on it, so please bear in mind, but it was fairly recently, so I do know, how I do remember it quite well. But it's definitely not the best ride I've been on. Obviously, I prefer Wildcat's Revenge more. But it's still a fun ride, don't get me wrong. I still enjoyed it when I did ride it. But, however, it is not the best ride ever. But if you're enjoying this video, make sure you subscribe, because I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers. So subscribe. So yeah, this ride, it's not the best ride, of course, but like I say with every ride, it's not the best ride. And eventually I will get to the best ride. I may have mentioned it earlier, but overall it's not the best ride. The 0G stall doesn't provide a ton of hang time. I wish it did provide more. Wildcat's Revenge definitely gives more hang time, and it's definitely not the best 0G stall. And overall, this ride, it definitely it shimmies a lot, and it's not the best ride. This is the only Raptor I've been on, so I can't really compare it to any other Raptors. But I have heard a lot of people saying that other Raptors are better than it. So for my final score for Jersey Devil at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson Township, New Jersey, I will be giving it a 8 out of 10. Just because it's a fun ride. Of course, yesterday I gave Great Bear an 8 out of 10. But it's not a ride where it's just there's definitely some things that could be improved on. But it still is a fun ride, don't get me wrong. I definitely much rather ride this than Dark Knight, but it's a fun ride, but it's not the best ride ever. There's definitely things that could be changed. So comment down below what you would change with Jersey Devil. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye.